Welcome back to the channel. Today we're covering one of the biggest financial stories in modern history. SpaceX, Elon Musk's private space company, has officially gone public, and the results have stunned investors around the world. The company launched its IPO on June 12, 2026, raising approximately $75 billion, making it the largest IPO ever recorded. Shares were priced at $135 each, opened around $150, and surged even higher during trading. As a result, SpaceX's valuation climbed above $2 trillion, creating headlines across global financial markets. This historic debut not only transformed the stock market but also pushed Elon Musk's personal wealth past the trillion-dollar mark, according to multiple reports. Let's break down everything you need to know. After years of speculation, SpaceX finally entered public markets under the ticker symbol SPCX. The company sold approximately 5% of its shares to investors and raised around $75 billion in fresh capital. That figure alone is larger than most IPOs in financial history. Investor demand was enormous. Reports indicate that institutional and retail investors submitted orders worth more than $100 billion. This demonstrated unprecedented enthusiasm for the company. When trading began, shares immediately jumped above the IPO price, signaling strong demand and confidence from Wall Street. Many investors are asking the same question: how can a company be worth more than $2 trillion? The answer lies in SpaceX's unique position across several fast-growing industries. First, SpaceX dominates the commercial rocket launch business. Second, its Starlink satellite internet network serves millions of users worldwide and continues to expand. Third, investors are betting on future technologies, including artificial intelligence infrastructure and ambitious long-term projects connected to Elon Musk's broader vision. Supporters believe SpaceX is not simply a rocket company. They see it as a combination of aerospace, telecommunications, artificial intelligence infrastructure, and future space exploration. This vision is a major reason investors are willing to pay such high valuations. One of the most talked about outcomes of the IPO is Elon Musk's personal fortune. Because Musk reportedly owns a large portion of SpaceX, the IPO dramatically increased the value of his holdings. Several media outlets reported that Musk's net worth crossed the $1 trillion mark, making him the first person ever to achieve that milestone. For supporters, this reflects decades of risk-taking and innovation. For critics, it raises concerns about wealth concentration and economic inequality. Regardless of opinion, the IPO has cemented Musk's place as one of the most influential entrepreneurs in history. Wall Street has largely celebrated the successful launch. Analysts pointed to strong demand and robust trading activity as signs that investors remain eager to back large technology and innovation-focused companies. The success of SpaceX may also encourage other major private firms to consider going public. Industry observers are already discussing potential future IPOs from leading artificial intelligence companies and other technology giants. Many investors see SpaceX as a once-in-a-generation opportunity to participate in the future of space technology. However, not everyone is convinced that SpaceX deserves a valuation above $2 trillion. Some analysts warn that the company's stock price may be driven partly by hype and investor excitement. Critics point out that the valuation represents an extremely high multiple of current revenue and assumes massive future growth. Others worry that investors may be overlooking the challenges ahead. Space exploration is expensive, satellite networks require continuous investment, and new artificial intelligence initiatives could demand billions of dollars in additional capital. Some experts have also warned about potential volatility, especially because retail investor interest is so high. In short, while the long-term vision is exciting, the path forward is not guaranteed. The SpaceX IPO was so large that it influenced the broader market. Reports suggest that money flowed heavily into SpaceX shares, drawing investor attention away from other sectors. Several smaller space-related companies experienced declines as investors shifted their focus toward the industry leader. At the same time, the successful debut boosted overall market sentiment. Major indexes finished higher as investors celebrated what many viewed as a sign of confidence in innovation and economic growth. Now that SpaceX is a public company, investors will be watching several key developments. Can the company maintain rapid growth? Will Starlink continue expanding globally? Can SpaceX successfully develop future projects that justify its enormous valuation? And perhaps most